Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Shadow or Door Shoulda coming back to you with episode 17 of FTB Skies, and today we're going to do some precision mechanisms, because we will need quite a few of these throughout a lot of these quest lines. And unstable ingots. Okay, there's a whole bunch of goodies, but yeah, we need to make these mechanisms, and we are going to be kind of using a design from somebody called K1 Inc. I don't know if he's the original inventor of this or anything like that, but we're going to kind of just use his design and modify it a little bit for what we have. And let's get into this. So first things first, 2 shafts, belt, and then we want to grab the diamond chest that I have right here. Set that there. We're going to go for a chute. Where is the chute? Right there. Do that there. And then a content observer right here. And then we're going to add a dropper here. We're then going to add an item vault here, here, and here. We're then going to grab some encased chain drives. Put one here. So connecting to that. One here, shaft, here. And then for our deployers, we're going to place one here. And then we can actually place the deployers. I did. Okay. Well, it's a good thing I didn't actually throw them into the void or anything. But we should be able to get them all to be set down in one direction. We can just toggle them. There we go. Then we're going to add the funnels that we need. So we've got an andesite and a brass. Okay. All right. So then we can take a piece of cobblestone here. Put a piece of redstone, which I actually did not grab. We can grab some more cobblestone. If I can actually take it out of the thing. And we're actually going to grab a timer for this. Not a lever. I think. I don't think this would be a problem. Okay, so let's just rotate this. And we're going to turn that off for right now. But then we're actually going to need 3 hoppers going into this, this, and this. With a chest. Let's see here. Doodly-doo. We can just do... Actually, no. We're not doing a chest here. But we do need to have an interface here. We have 2 drawers. And if we look at the mechanism right here, you can see that we need cogwheels, large cogwheel, and iron nugget. So the way this is going to work is small cogwheel in this first deployer, large in the second, and then third is the iron nugget. So we're going to take the small cogwheel drawer I have right here, and we can actually turn this around, I think. That wouldn't be a bad idea. So right here, this has an iron downgrade to only allow 64 in here, and I'll get into the reason in a second. And then here we have the large cogwheels that hold up to 64 as well. And then we need to actually grab an interface from refined storage. Let's quickly just make up the importer that we need as well. There we go. Interface. And we're going to say iron nuggets is what we want to take. So we'll set this, not right there. That, yeah, it did. Okay. So that, and then we're going to say interface export, just 1. I think we can increase this, right? Yeah. So 64, and then we're going to grab some speed upgrades. Just 4 of those. Okay. And we'll toss those in here. And then we're going to take an exporter. Oh, did it use my other exporter? Oof. Oopsie daisy. Okay, so now we have 2 exporters. We're going to put these on top. 3 speed upgrades, a crafting upgrade, 3 speed upgrades, and a crafting upgrade. Then we're going to need to take out 1 and 1. Okay. Then we're going to put the small cogwheel in here, the big cogwheel in here. Grab a cable. Actually, there's one right here. And then we can grab more cable. and just hook this all up into this ME interface. Or ME... Then we could hook this all up to this network receiver, and everything should be turned on, which is fantastic. So we should have iron nuggets in here. Everything is going. All right. So now we need to actually get this stuff powered, which I will do here in a second. And I'm pretty sure... Yeah, okay. We need to make sure this one is outputting and this one is inputting. That is a good thing, I think. Oh, actually, I can't put this here. So hold on. So let's just do it on the top here. There we go, because I need that redstone piece right there, remember? So then we need to also get an exporter for gold into this. So there, and then gold. So just do this, do this. So throw that in here. And then on this, we're going to put input, then output on the left. And we're going to grab some item cables. Actually, let's look at item pipes, right? So I need one of these, and I need some item pipes. And this is going to actually funnel directly into this. I probably could have lined this up better. In reality, I probably could just push this back one, but I'll probably do that off camera. And then we can do this. We can then grab an advanced, and we're just going to fill up this dropper full of gold plates. All right. So the next thing I think we need to do is just kind of get this powered, which I'm just going to make a windmill real quick, and I'm pretty sure we can just power it off of this system, or this like piece right here. So let me grab a windmill, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I think it's ready to give this a try here. So I'm going to set this to probably 150 ticks, and we're going to set the redstone down. And we're going to wait. Whenever this fires, it should go. Okay? And then here, I'm actually going to take this and then filter by this. And we can actually throw this back on here, I'm pretty sure. We'll see what happens here. So these have to go through 5 times to actually become precision mechanisms or scrap. So you can see here we've got 2 pieces of scrap already. So, I mean, this is working. In the description, of course, there will be a link to the original video of the tutorial. But yeah, we've already got 1 piece. And of course, we did, you know, kind of fancify it a little bit with the timer and things like that. But this should work indefinitely. One of the things we're going to do, actually, is we're going to get rid of this chest. Actually, I might just keep this as a buffer. But we're going to grab an ender chest. And we're actually going to not use that one. I think I want to grab the drawer one that's over here. Let's see. What is the color of the drawer one? Orange in the middle. Okay. We're going to grab an advanced pipe upgrade. And we're just going to filter out the precision mechanism into a drawer for right now. Okay, we can just do this under. It don't really matter. So do this, do this, do that. Grab these. There we go. And then we can take this ender chest once we've dyed it. And also, I wanted to add a clutch to this. So I could probably add the clutch right here. That's not a clutch. Where's the clutch? This thing. And I'll show you what the clutch does here in a second. So then we can actually grab a cobblestone block. We can grab a transmitter. Sends them out wirelessly to rings. Okay, so I need a receiver here. And then we're actually going to set this to 1. Let's actually quickly make sure we set this up. Okay, so precision mechanisms. And let's grab another drawer. Fantastic. And we're just going to go upstairs here. We're going to plop this drawer down right here. Toss in our precision mechanisms we have on us. And then we're going to grab our configuration linking tool. So here to here. And that should allow for it to pipe out. Fantastic. And then what we're going to do is a little bit more precautions, of course, because that's who I am. Precautions are fantastic. Place a piece of cobblestone here. Grab an inventory checker. Rotate this. At functional. Let's grab a diamond upgrade. So how much can a diamond hold? 50,000? I actually want more. Just in case. Okay. So we'll say 75,000 of the precision mechanisms. And I'm pretty sure if I do this, this is actually going to send out a signal. Okay, which that looks a little funny, but that should actually work. I think. And you can actually see what's in the vault too, by the way, which is pretty cool. Okay, let's make sure this is actually working here. So if we do just a redstone lamp, if I just have one sitting around, I always like using redstone lamps to make sure things are actually working. So if we do this, okay, we set this to 10, okay. So once it hits that 7,500 or 75,000 threshold, this should, in theory, work, which is awesome. Hopefully it'll shut off, because I don't need that many precision mechanisms. But also, that is like 75,000 plus gold, of course, because we're not going to get one every single time, right? We can get clocks, shafts, cogwheels, all of this different stuff, and it's kind of interesting. All right, so then we can just make sure that receiver's there. We don't need the sequencer thing that I have in my inventory. But whenever the redstone thing happens, we can actually show you what the clutch does here as well. With a redstone signal, the clutch shuts off the entire machine. So that prevents it from ever extracting or anything like that. I mean, the hoppers will become full, but they already are. Which means that we'll have like a backlog of little items over here, which doesn't really matter. And then over here, you know, of course, the dropper will fill up, the item vault will fill up, and then this will fill up and it'll cease operation. So I'm going to let this run. We're going to put the transmitter back. But we have precision mechanisms, which actually means that we have completed this first quest here. So let's actually quickly go grab one of these so we can submit it. Okay. And let's just do that, submit. Perfect. And that gives us XP, netherite oxygen can, and fruit. Okay. And then we also have the atomic alloying. So I still haven't really figured out echo shards that well. We need to get to the arcane thing, but we'll get to that one in a minute. I think first things first, let's get into metallurgic infusers alloying. This is going to be an interesting one because I'm probably going to do it the way I've done it several times, which is create 4 different metallurgic infusers. I think we're going to do that on this level. Alright, so let's get some crafting recipes set up here. So first things first, we're going to be using enriching factories to actually supply the redstone and a few other materials into these metallurgic infusers. So let's actually quickly look at what I mean by enriching, by that. So we've got, like, for example, this enriched carbon, which is just coal in an enrichment chamber. But this actually converts to 8 pieces. So you're basically saving 7 pieces by doing this. So what we're going to do is for recipes that require 1 piece of coal, we're just going to throw 8 items instead of 1, which will cause like a lot more items to come in, but that means a lot less crafting recipes. And that is fantastic. So we're actually going to teach our system how to quickly craft up this and how to quickly craft up the diamond one. We might as well. And I think we also need the obsidian one. Refined obsidian. There is none of that. Okay, let's look at enriched. Because I know there's redstone. Okay, yeah, here's the enriched obsidian. So, redstone, we'll teach that one. Enriched obsidian, fantastic. I don't know if these are actually used for anything. Not really. Bronze blend. I mean, if we wanted to make bronze a little bit easier. What's the normal bronze recipe, though? Okay, I'm not worried about it then. So just those 4, that'll work for me. So let's get the enriching factories. I also probably need cable. Okay, and then I also probably need an interface. We're going to do this downstairs. So let's grab an importer, an exporter. Also, the blue plus mark, by the way, just means press control and then click to actually get it to autocraft, which is something. It actually tells you if you hover over it as well. So that's just something to know. All right, so we're going to put this right down here. We're going to first do the enriching factories. And I will get speed upgrades and all that stuff for these as well. So, enriching. And I think we could just do another flux point. I'm not too worried about that. What happened to my axe? Okay. And then flux point. Fantastic. Okay. And then at pipes. Advanced pipe upgrade. Create wrench. Okay. And let's just cover this up. Of course, you can see it from the bottom, but that ain't my problem. And then we're going to do crafter. We'll just place these all down and then we'll rotate them because they will not set in the right direction. Okay. And then we can just bring this cable down from here, which it looks like we just need to pop the cover off of. And I guess we could really just run it into the wall. But I don't really feel like making all those covers. So we're just going to go with this. We actually can put the interface right here. And then we'll get some item pipes. And then we can hook all of this down there. And then for the configuration, clear fronts input, tops output, eject auto on. And let's grab our configuration card. Okay. And then just right click on all these. So we'll make this first one carbon. We'll make this second one redstone. We'll make this one diamond. And we'll make this one obsidian. This is also excessive. You could just use one machine. But in case I need a ton of them, which I do need, 256 of the top tier, the ultimates. Let's see. Make sure. Yeah, atomic alloys, that's the top tier of Mekanism. So we're just going to go all out here. Okay. And then 4 of these, which is okay. And then we're just going to break these blocks. And we'll just run the power cable over this direction. I need one more cable. And we're just going to break that one for a second so I can actually... Actually, I needed 2. Okay. It's a good thing I made another set then. And then we can just run the item cables over here. We can run a cable here. Do a crafter. Man, weather is really loud in this game. You know that? Okay. And we just set these all down. And we can just rotate them all. And then we're going to set up recipes for these. After we quickly just make sure these are all on extract. Alrighty. So the recipes we need. So let's look at the atomic alloy. The atomic alloy is refined obsidian with reinforced alloy. Alright, so let's just craft that. And we actually need to alter this recipe. So we actually need to get some refined, or some enriched obsidian, actually. So how do we make this? So we need refined obsidian dust. So let's actually quickly make that. So refined obsidian is obsidian dust in an enrichment or in a metallurgic infuser with enriched diamond. Okay, so let's make an enriched diamond. We've already got one of those. So we'll press use on this. You can see that there's actually quite a few recipes here. There's also platinum ingots, so that might be something we need to actually get as well. But we'll click on this one. Okay, and what this means is we're going to have to say 8 of these, set equals 8 of these, set, create. We're just going to create that one real fast. Okay, so let's go quickly throw this downstairs. I'll call this one the diamond one, which should be fine. Okay, and then we should be able to request. Oh, nope, we need obsidian dust now. I forgot. So the obsidian dust actually requires what? So let's look at obsidian dust. Let's just type in dust. So recipe for this is an enrichment chamber or a multi-servo press with unpacking. Okay, let me grab that real quick. All right, so now we should be able to craft some enriched obsidian. So let's just start that. Let's see the crafting manager. So it's processing the first piece. It's actually processing 2 obsidian. All right, let's go check if that's actually running. Okay. And I forgot to do this. And that is on split, right? Okay, good. All right, now where are we at? So we're looking at machine does not accept. And which machine was that? This one? Obsidian dust plus enriched obsidian or enriched diamond. Oh. Okay, so this is going to be the more complicated part because these actually need a little bit more work. And the reason that is because this needs to actually accept yellow as well. Okay. So I think what we need to do, just for simplicity's sake, is probably pull these back. Okay. So let's just do this. So let's go crafter, 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 crafter. Actually, nope, I only need those. And then let's rotate these all to the correct direction. And let's grab some chests. Just kind of normal, everyday chests. I don't think we really need anything excessive. And let's grab an anvil here as well. Okay, so our first chest is going to be diamond. And naming these chests actually allows for you to see the name of the chest in the actual crafting system. So we can actually see this when we need to. And what we can do is actually just grab a laser node. And let me grab my card holder out. We should be able to say extract items. Okay, so item card. And we'll extract. Let's grab some overclockers. So this is speedy. And we're just going to say default. So we want this to be in the front. But we're also going to extract, or we're going to insert twice. So what that means is we're actually going to take on the, which direction? North direction. So insert, let's see. I need to mess with this one. So north of that block. And that should work. Okay, so let's give this a try. Let's connect this back up. Oop. Okay. And then let's grab some cable. Let's grab some more cable. So probably need just a little bit more. And what I'll do with this cable is I will just run this under the floor. So let's actually just take out this. And we'll grab covers to cover this up in a second. Just because I know it's a longer cable run. I should have some hazel covers anyway. Perfect. Just plop these down right here, and I'll fix the bottom in a minute. Okay. So the north direction should also be yellow input. There we go. And then we can just set this back to input. Fantastic. These don't have upgrades in them, by the way. And then we can say split. Let's actually quickly grab our configuration card. Shift click, right click, right click, right click. That'll turn the split on for all of these. And let's actually do auto sort split thing on this as well. And let's configure all the other ones to be split as well. Okay. So with that, we have a general idea for automating this. And we can actually look here. And we now have the enriched obsidian in here. So I'm going to go and set up everything off camera, the rest of it, because it's all just going to be repetitive. But actually, quickly, before I do that, if we go in here and we look at diamond... Oh, nope, I don't think I can search by the name. But we should be able to see... Yeah, right here. So there's actually a place in here called diamond. So that's our chest that's over there. So any recipes that are for the diamond material, the diamond infusing, can be put in this crafter through the crafting manager to not even without even seeing this, right? So I'm gonna do obsidian here. This one's already set to coal because this was one I already had set up previously apparently, and I tore it down. But this one's gonna be coal. This one's gonna be redstone, and I'm gonna get all of that stuff automated: the infused alloys, the basic alloys, the elite alloys, which is the diamond ones, elite control circuits, all of this stuff. I'm going to do this all off camera because this is going to get really repetitive. So I'm going to come back next episode with all of this stuff done so we can get done with this next quest, or most of it at least, because I still need to get into Industrial Foregoing, and I also need to figure out Echo Shards, which is Ars Nueva. And thank you guys so much for watching another episode of FTB Skies. If you did enjoy this video, please do leave a like and or subscribe. Also, feedback is very much appreciated. Always love hearing from you guys and things you guys have done in your worlds. It's always a good thing to hear. I love reading them. Even if I don't reply, I do read every comment. It's just sometimes I don't have a great reply and I would add nothing to the conversation. So, thank you guys. Stay awesome, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.